Okay, I've already logged in, went through the Windows setup, added my Outlook.com account, so it installed my Office 365 apps. It's got OneDrive. That's why I've got some of these shortcuts showing up on the desktop. I actually already deleted them, but they came back and I can't delete them now. They'll probably disappear after I reboot the computer. Those are coming up from another system that I have some software installed on. Just looking at the disk management, 96.7 gigs free out of the 120 gig SSD that's in there. So it doesn't look like there's too much room taken up by the OS and Office 365. I imagine 365 apps were already on there. I didn't actually have to download them and install them, so it probably just activated them in place once I put my my account info in. Just looking at some of the system information. GeoBook 240, Pentium Silver N5030 CPU running at 1.10 gigahertz. 8 gigs of RAM, as we saw on the box. A little bit less than that usable. I imagine that's the onboard video or graphics adapter using a bit of that memory. 64 bits, like everything these days. It's currently running in home. It's Windows 10 Home, but it's running in the S mode. So I will switch it out of that and get to the regular Windows 10 Home, which will allow me to install other applications that are not in the Windows Store. That's about it. Overall, the keyboard feels okay. It's a chiclet keyboard. It's a little bit clicky, but it's okay. It's not the worst. The trackpad, it's plastic, but it's got a little texture to it, so it feels good using it. Not a big trackpad user. I usually like to have a mouse, but I can use this. It's large enough and the texture is good. Pretty responsive, and it does accept just a tap instead of like a real hard click, which is good. Not all trackpads do that, although most do, I think. Just to confirm, it does not have a backlit keyboard, which is a bit of a negative. I would like to have that, but it's okay. So that's basically it for right now. I will, I've got to do some cleanup on it and debloat it. Just took a quick look through, and it doesn't look like it has a lot of apps installed. It's not too bloated. Looks like a couple things on there that I may take off, but I'll probably use that debloating tool that was discussed in the live stream on Saturday, and I will be switching out of the S mode to the full Windows 10 Home version of Windows 10. So that's it for right now. I will do all of that work and probably try to get some ham apps installed and get it hooked up to the radio and see how it goes.